Hello, welcome to the video reflections of Dr. C. Johnson. This session will be discussing the negative effect of the familiar. We human beings become familiar with the things that are a part of our normal day-to-day living. However, there are times that the abnormal, that which is not a valid part of our day-to-day world, becomes a familiar part of our normal world. For instance, you have a very beautiful living room where you relax and entertain guests. Somehow, an unsightly spot gets on your wall. The spot is just out of your normal reach and requires a step ladder and some energetic effort to remove it. You decide the spot has to go, but you really don't have the time to go through all of that at the present. Time goes by and the spot that is there began to become an abnormal part of the familiar. In fact, after the passage of some time, that spot becomes so familiar that you don't seem to notice it. It has become an abnormal, invisible part of your familiar world. Occasionally, you may notice that spot and your intentions for it, especially when someone says, "Hey, you got a spot on your wall." This example is just like real life. The highly favored victorious Christian walks in victory. This is the normal life for us, for we are in the world but not a part of the world. Yet sin is all around us. The Apostle Paul says that we are troubled on every hand. And while we are not of the world, we must live in this fallen age. Sometimes, on our victorious journey, sin becomes the abnormal part of our normal living. It becomes familiar. It somehow moves into our world or the world of those we love and take up its abode. But because of the effort it takes to expend it, get rid of it, that is, sin tends to become like that horrible spot on that beautiful wall. Sin has been operating in and around our world so much that we fail to see it after a while. Or better yet, we fail to acknowledge it. But I say unto you, victorious saint, one must rise up in their victory and cleanse that beautiful wall and allow its beauty to radiate and please the Maker. While it may take some effort to remove the spot, effort to purge the sin in and around the saints, sin must be called what it is and given no place in our victoriously familiar world. The Apostle Paul says in Romans 12:1 and 2, "I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God." We have the victory. We can dispel this unsightly spiritual spot by not giving it any recognition, nor a place in the glorious world of living that the Lord has called us unto, the world of divine and powerful faith. Our champion is the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings, and we already have the victory in him who has overcame the world. Praise his holy name. This is Dr. C. Johnson, and I wish you a plum pleasing and pleasant day today. Goodbye.